After a storm, the damage is not always obvious. And if it's not documented correctly, it can cost you. With a decade of experience, we know exactly what to look for. We handle the inspection, claim support, and the roof. Storm season is coming. Make sure you have absolute restoration on your side.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 6.
Well, good evening and welcome to Mississippi Live Weather at 6. I'm meteorologist Caleb Edelblut, and it has been a warm but fantastic weekend so far. I'm here to give you the very latest as we continue further into our Saturday, but definitely into our Sunday tomorrow. So let's get started with the broadcast. Taking a look at our headlines. We have a warm and mild weekend in store. We keep talking about these warm, toasty, just above average conditions. Unfortunately, that continues to be the story not only for this weekend, but heading into the week ahead. Those rain chances, I know that's another big topic here in Mississippi and the lack thereof, but they're there. They're continuing to struggle, but we can talk about maybe a few sprinkles occurring throughout the weekend. Thankfully, those chances will start to increase slightly heading into the work week, but there's a reason why I put struggling, not seeing too many increased and widespread chances. But eventually we'll give you the very latest and that update coming up in this broadcast. But like I was mentioning earlier, that heat, it continues to build. Every weekend y'all see me, I'm talking about a warming trend that's going to occur, these toasty above average conditions. Well, this weekend, same story, and we're going to potentially be talking about maybe some record-breaking temperatures at the end of the next work week. So I'll make sure to keep you updated for everything coming on up. But let's take a look at the first 12 as we continue enjoying this beautiful Saturday. Upper 70s by 7 o'clock with those mostly clear skies continuing above our heads. We're transitioning to clearer skies as we continue cooling off. Temperatures around 67 degrees by 10 o'clock, low 60s by 1, upper 50s by 4 o'clock, and pretty much waking up tomorrow morning in the mid 50s with those mostly sunny skies above. So let's take some live looks all across North Mississippi. I mean, beautiful conditions. At first, I kind of thought this was smoke plume, but I think that's just a little string or web on the camera. You can kind of see it continuing to move. So didn't want you guys to be alarmed out there, but temperatures around 80 degrees out there in Smithville. Feels like 79, so just shy of 80 degrees in the upper 70s, and that 6-mile-per-hour winds coming out of the south, allowing for those beautiful conditions to continue into the evening ahead. Another look out here in Oxford. A big thanks to the Phoenix Building Solution for sponsoring this camera. Low 80s yet again, feeling like you're back in the upper 70s, around 79 degrees, 7-mile-per-hour winds coming out of the south, and still traffic pretty busy and people getting to their evening plans. It is a beautiful night for anything outdoors, so make sure to continue to enjoy these conditions outside. There we go with those mostly sunny skies above in Ackerman in Choctaw County. 79 degrees, feels like 79. That continues to be the story pretty much anywhere across North Mississippi. Of course, those 5-mile-per-hour winds still coming out of the south, allowing us to feel pretty warm throughout the next few days. But take a look at our Mama Justice Doppler radar. We are still staying dry. You can see a lot of green, but that continues to be ground clutter. The radar is trying to find anything out there. So it's hitting a bunch of different kind of lithos meteors in the sky. Definitely not seeing any rain chances out there. We continue to stay dry, and that's going to continue to be the story as we get ready for our Saturday evening. Now, take a look at our surface analysis. One of the reasons why we're really dry, we don't really have any weather makers down here in the southeast. Closest thing we can see is a cold front kind of pushing on out of the United States, pretty much just out there in the Atlantic. High pressure to our north, just above New York. But the more active weather is actually out west, and they're going to kind of continue experiencing very rainy conditions, stormy conditions, and severe weather conditions as well throughout the next few days. Now, that rainfall, it's going to continue moving east closer and closer towards Mississippi, but it's almost like there's a magic wall on the Mississippi River. Not quite seeing that rainfall quite make it into our area, but definitely still a possibility within the next few days. Thankfully, not going to see that severe aspect either. But let's take a look at our futurecast with those mostly sunny skies above. Take a look at this. You can kind of almost see just a green bubble outside of Clarksdale showing the possibility for a few sprinkles. Not confident on that whatsoever. If you get some sprinkles, consider yourself lucky. Most of us will continue to stay dry overnight into the evening ahead, and that's going to continue to be the story. Even by we're enjoying those clear skies above, all that cloud cover moisture staying out west across the Mississippi River, and that's going to continue to be the story pretty much all night long. That cloud cover will start to build up just slightly, but almost a similar story to what we were talking about last weekend. We're going to see what looks to be overcast conditions all across North Mississippi, but no, it's those high, thin, wispy clouds, so not going to provide much cloud cover throughout the day. Going to be another mostly sunny day in store tomorrow. Still going to be a beautiful one at that. Next 24 is going to show exactly that. Mid-50s by 6 o'clock, still enjoying those clear skies. That cloud cover continues to move on in, and we're actually going to get pretty cloudy by the end of your Sunday, heading into the Monday early morning hours, transitioning from mostly clear to partly cloudy in the evening hours, low 80s by 6 o'clock, and cooling off down towards the mid-70s by 9 o'clock. But don't go anywhere. I want to give you a full breakdown on what to expect for your Sunday, and also those rain chances, because we continue to want to know as much as we can about them because of how kind of little they keep occurring across North Mississippi. Covering all of that coming up right after this break.
As a bankruptcy firm, Mitchell, Cunningham & Bowling realizes many people are worried about their finances. We're here to guide you through the next steps to restart your life with easy video appointments. New clients don't have to leave home to get information about becoming debt-free. Also, convenient in-office appointments are available at the low cost of $340 upfront for a Chapter 13. You can be on your way to being debt-free. Contact Mitchell, Cunningham & Bowling today or visit our website at mcdebtfree.com. We are here to help you.
Right now at Room to Room, roll the dice for the best price. Don't miss your chance to save 25% off your purchase. Plus, enjoy flexible financing options. Every roll wins real savings. Roll the dice for the best price. Right now only at Room to Room Tupelo.
We can see the lowering. We're going to have a good shot at that as it approaches the Ryanzi area. Tornado warning now issued. We'll do a push alert behind the scenes for folks here up here in Alcorn County. Rotation on this thunderstorm, increasing to the point back into Tippah County as well, where the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for your locations.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, thanks for sticking here with us for Mississippi Live Weather at 6. Let's take a look at your evening planner, as I know you guys are itching to either stay outside or get back out there to enjoy these beautiful conditions. Mid-70s by 8 o'clock, still with those mostly sunny and mostly clear skies above. We're going to transition to completely clear as we continue cooling off tonight, already back in the mid-60s by 11 o'clock, low 60s by 2, eventually making our way back down into those mid-50s for our lows. But those temperatures all across North Mississippi right now, still toasty. I think we're allowed to say that with how above average we've been, but most of us pretty much around the low 80s. A few of us a little bit more of a head start. 77 out there in Iuka, 79 in Starkville. So I know y'all are enjoying those conditions. About to root on the Bulldogs, as I think they started the game 7 minutes ago at 6 o'clock hosting Tennessee. So should be a good game out there, but still beautiful no matter where you are here in North Mississippi. Now, let's take a look at Futurecast. This model trying to give us something to look at. There's that kind of green shower bubble I was talking about earlier on in this broadcast. It's possible for us to maybe see a few sprinkles. And notice, when I say us, most of us will continue to stay dry, but the possibility of a brief sprinkle or shower is out there. Not going to be meaningful. I anticipate pretty much all of us to continue to stay dry. That's going to be the story as we continue into the evening hours ahead, starting with clearer conditions, that cloud cover kind of moving on out of here with that southerly motion, even by 10 o'clock. Still talking about that as we wrap up our Saturday and get ready for our Sunday. And there we go with some of the cloud cover. It's going to start working its way back into North Mississippi. Going to wake up with those mostly sunny skies above. Again, not meaningful cloud cover, just those high, thin, wispy clouds that we were talking about last weekend heading into your Monday. You kind of expect the same thing for your Sunday tomorrow. Now those low temperatures, like I mentioned, pretty much mid-50s all across North Mississippi, even above average where we should be. We should be around the low 50s for our normal low temperatures, upper 50s, 58 out there in Oxford, 59 Holly Springs, even 61 in Senatobia and Tunica. So already starting off pretty warm. Those temperatures will continue to get even warmer throughout your day ahead. Of course, with it being Saturday night, got to put in that church planner for you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful day to wake up tomorrow in the mid-50s by 7 o'clock, mostly clear skies almost all day long. But as you continue into the late afternoon hours and eventually evening hours, we're going to start seeing more kind of abundant or meaningful cloud cover make their way back into our atmosphere, but already warming on up towards the mid to maybe a few upper 80s out there and cooling back down towards the low 80s by 7 o'clock tomorrow. Now let's walk through this on Futurecast. We are already enjoying those mostly sunny skies around 6 a.m. tomorrow morning as you start off your Sunday. It's going to continue to kind of blanket us all across North Mississippi in the mid-morning hours, but again, not meaningful cloud cover. Still going to be those thin, wispy, mostly sunny conditions throughout your day tomorrow. Even by the time you're getting outside of your church service tomorrow by lunchtime, still going to be beautiful. So make sure to get outside, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And as we continue into the afternoon hours, that moisture starts to kind of increase a little bit more meaningful cloud cover making its way. And then there we go with those rain chances, working their way out of Texas, kind of closer towards Arkansas, and eventually out of Arkansas towards us here in Mississippi. But like I keep mentioning, we almost have just a wall with the Mississippi River trying to limit those rain chances getting into North Mississippi. Don't worry, we're going to continue covering that throughout the rest of this broadcast to let you know kind of what to expect. But those high temperatures tomorrow, you can expect those toasty conditions to continue with these above average conditions literally persisting all across North Mississippi. 85 out here in Tupelo, New Albany, and Corinth, 84 Oxford, 85 yet again in Clarksdale, 84 in Cleveland, and 85 in Belzona. So pretty much just mid-80s all across North Mississippi. Going to be another warm day. So those shorts and t-shirts, I know we've had them in the rotation for a while. Might as well keep them there. We are not talking about any cool or quite literally average conditions across North Mississippi. Those feels like values helping us out just a little bit, not really making us feel like the actual temperature outdoors, but just slightly cooler. So there's at least a positive with these toasty conditions. Still going to be a beautiful day, so might as well get outside, walk the dog tomorrow. You can get out early before church, mid-50s, and that's what you can enjoy as you walk out of the door tomorrow morning. If you want to go around lunchtime, upper 70s, and then the toastiest part of the day around 3 o'clock tomorrow, already back into those mid-80s like we were talking about. Now let's come back to Futurecast to talk about these rain chances throughout your Sunday and heading into your Monday. This is at 6:30 for your Sunday night. So still not really seeing those rain chances. They pretty much try to get as close as they can to Mississippi, but pretty much just right along the Mississippi River. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to here is most of us will continue to stay dry, but what model we're looking at right now, we're going to look at another one later on. This is the GFS model. It's showing those rain chances a little bit more confident across the Mississippi River, but still seeing some kind of in the Memphis region and crossing the state line into DeSoto County. Just want y'all to remember that location. That's kind of where our increased confidence is for those rain chances. Even by 2:30, still seeing those rain chances primarily in the most northwestern portion of North Mississippi, but it's the lightest shade of green possible. So not confident on these rain chances, but like Gabe was mentioning yesterday, sprinkle, it's not out of the possibility for your weekend, but we're going to continue to stay pretty dry throughout the next few days ahead. Not quite seeing that meaningful rainfall sticking out west across the Mississippi River, not affecting us here throughout the rest of the weekend ahead. That kind of went through all of your Monday. Now we're at 1 a.m. for your Tuesday early morning hours and still talking about those dry conditions. So high temperatures for your Monday, still very toasty, mid-80s all across North Mississippi. Those feels like values helping to cool us off just slightly. Few of us back into the upper 70s, 78 in Red Bay, 79 in Iuka. So still going to be warm, still going to be above average, but definitely beautiful since at least we're not talking about some rainfall, even though that is much needed here in North Mississippi. Now take a look at your 7-day forecast. We're talking about mid-80s throughout the start of the work week, or the last part of our weekend into the work week ahead. 20% chance of showers for your Monday. I'm going to show you exactly why I'm talking about that coming up next, because quite literally looking at that model, didn't really see those rain chances. Well, I'm going to show you another one that I'm a little bit more confident on and interested to see. Mostly clear skies for your Tuesday and Wednesday, then going back to those rain chances for your Thursday, and our best chance of showers will kind of almost stick around towards next weekend. 20% for your Saturday. You can also almost imagine a 30% for your Sunday. Cold front could make its way through North Mississippi, bringing some much needed rainfall, but of course we're going to continue tracking that out all weekend long, and of course all work week long as well. But don't go anywhere. I want to show you that other model I was talking about with those rain chances and kind of how long these toasty conditions are going to last. All that's coming up right after this break.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
Can I ask a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog, but she's little.
Do you have any unlocked guns around the house?
We do have a gun, but it's stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access. Appreciate you asking.
Yeah, of course.
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Well, welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather at 6. Let's take a look at those high temperatures throughout the next 7 days. This is quite literally the definition of toasty and above average. Pretty much in the mid 80s throughout the next few days, dipping slightly towards 83 for your Monday, rising back up to 86, almost constant throughout the latter half of the work week. But Friday is going to continue to be the day to see. I think Thursday and into Friday, we could be talking about some record-breaking temperatures across North Mississippi. So going to be very toasty throughout the next 7 days. So we'll make sure to kind of keep you updated and see if we could potentially see some of those record-breaking temperatures throughout the end of your work week ahead. But take a look at your temperature outlook even beyond the next 7 days. So this is picking up on the 17th, almost next weekend, heading into the work week through the 21st. It's not going away. We've been talking about these warming trends for a hot minute here in North Mississippi, primarily pretty much every weekend I'm here talking about another warming trend occurring throughout the work week ahead. It looks like it's going to continue. This is like kind of that 30-year average, just showing that we're going to continue to see those above average and warmer conditions affect us here in North Mississippi throughout the 17th and 21st of your April, even beyond that 7-day forecast. Now, coming back to those rain chances, they continue to struggle. They're not out of the forecast, but again, nothing kind of widespread and really confident on most of these. 20% for your Monday. I'm going to show you exactly why I think that in just a second. 0 for your Tuesday and Wednesday, seeing those drier conditions return. Thursday still seems a decent chance to maybe see a few of those sprinkles and showers move on through North Mississippi. But I'm continuing to look at next weekend where we will see a cold front move through North Mississippi. Should hopefully bring some much needed rainfall. We're going to continue fine tuning that forecast the closer and closer we get to it. But as you can see, we still got a ways to go until we can really enjoy some meaningful rainfall, and quite a while to see if those models can verify. So let's come back to Futurecast. Now, what's different about this one? This isn't the GFS that I was just showing you. This is actually the Euro model. So a new one that Barron just recently allowed us to kind of start using in here, was able to put in these graphics. So very excited to show this model. And this is one I like to use a lot for those rain chances, just kind of verifies a little bit better depending on that time of year. But I'm going to show you kind of why I'm interested with your Monday and that 20% chance of rain. So we're starting off 8:30 for your Sunday morning, talking about those dry and those thin, wispy, high-end clouds all across North Mississippi. And as we go throughout the day, we're talking about those dry conditions. We already walked through that through this the broadcast earlier on. Excuse me, kind of having a little blink up there. But by 6 o'clock for your Sunday evening, still talk about those dry conditions. Next time you see me tomorrow night at this time, going to be discussing that as well. But then we can start talking about those rain chances a little bit more. Take a look at this. By 6:30 tomorrow morning, starting to see a little bit more rainfall occurring across North Mississippi. And we're still kind of keeping it up there in the northwestern portion, maybe a little bit heavier shower down there just south of the Cleveland area in the Delta. I know you guys need it a lot more out there, so definitely hoping to help some of those drought conditions. But those rain chances starting a little bit Monday morning. This is at 6:30 a.m. And they kind of just stick around very little, not really moving through North Mississippi super quick. Kind of see just a little line across our viewing area. Coming a little bit heavier out there just north of Tupelo, even into Union and Prentiss County, and then a little bit more down there in the southern portions of the Delta. But what I really wanted y'all to look at coming up here, there we go, a little bit heavier of a shower out there in DeSoto County. So that GFS model I was showing you earlier didn't quite show kind of intense levels of green, but it kind of kept it in the most northwestern portion. So I think if we do see some rain chances tomorrow, DeSoto County, just kind of out in that Memphis region, northwest Mississippi, could see the best chances of that rainfall tomorrow. I know you guys would love getting a little heavy shower or two, but that's around 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. That could start to affect us. So that seems where the best chances of rain could continue. But by the time we get back into the Monday evening hours, still not quite going to be talking about that. So rain chances, they're going to continue to struggle. I know Sunday is going to be mostly dry. There's a look at your Monday, but of course we still have quite a few models to kind of come out before the Monday reaches us. I'll make sure to keep you updated all weekend long. And of course, no better way to stay updated with us than with the Mississippi Live weather app. Here are the QR codes to both our iOS and Android version of the app. It'll take you to the App Store so you can download it and share it with anybody you need to or want to make sure they continue to stay updated with us here in North Mississippi. But I'll be live later on tonight at 9 and 10 to give you the very latest. We'll be talking about those toasty, above average conditions, and hopefully maybe some better news with some rainfall once some more models continue to come out. Make sure to keep you guys updated on the very latest as more and more data comes out. But until then, it is the weekend. It is a Saturday night. Get outside, enjoy the rest of y'all's evening, and I'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center tonight at 9 and 10.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious. When he began to discover weather, Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.